The biggest recession may come in 2025. Is your investment safe? Hello friends! Can you imagine that your entire investment can be less than half by next year? Have you ever thought that an economic disaster like 2008 can happen again? And this time the biggest loser will be a retail investor like you. If you are still carefree and trusting your mid and small cap investment, then this video is going to open your eyes. The warning given by 𝐼𝐶, Chief Investment Officer of 𝐼𝐶 Prudential AMC, is a warning bell for any investor. If you do not pay attention, then the future of your investment in 2025 can be bleak. No investor can forget the global recession of 2008. At that time, the entire financial system collapsed due to the bankruptcy of banks. Millions of investors lost their capital, and those who invested money in the market without thinking were most affected. But this time, the situation can be even more dangerous than before. This time, the danger is not only on big institutions and banks, but retail investors may have to bear the most loss. Many signs are telling that such a situation may come in 2025, which can lead to a huge fall in the stock market. And if investors do not take steps at the right time, they may get a big shock. Today we will discuss this topic in depth. But before that, if you are new to our channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel so that you get the update of our every new video first. So let's start today's discussion without any delay. First of all, let's know whether the threat of global recession in 2025 can prove to be true. The 2008 global financial crisis ruined millions of investors. Banks sank, companies went bankrupt, and the stock market fell drastically. But 2025 could be even more dangerous. Today's situation is such that banks and big institutions are reducing their risks, and instead retail investors are facing the ups and downs of the market. This is why 𝐼𝐶 has warned investors to be careful. 𝐼𝐶 says that banks and big financial companies suffered the biggest blow in the 2008 recession, but retail investors may suffer the most in the recession that may come in 2025. Today's situation is that companies are raising money directly from the market instead of taking loans from banks. They are taking money from investors through IPO, initial public offering, and QIP, qualified institutional placement. This is putting retail investors directly at risk because they are investing in companies whose valuation is already very high. If the market suddenly falls, retail investors will suffer the biggest loss. Now the question is, why investing in mid and small caps can be risky? According to 𝐼𝐶, the valuation of mid and small cap stocks has become extremely high. When the price of an asset exceeds its real value, it is bound to fall. He said that the median PE ratio of mid and small cap stocks has now reached 43x, which is dangerously high. This means that the prices of these stocks have increased much more than their actual earnings, and it can burst like a bubble anytime. The number of retail investors has increased tremendously in the last few years. New investors have entered the stock market, and most of these people are investing in mid and small cap stocks. Seeing the rapidly rising prices in these stocks, people are investing without doing much research. But this boom cannot last forever. Whenever a sector in the market becomes more expensive than necessary, it is bound to fall. In such a situation, if the investor does not withdraw his money at the right time, then he may have to suffer huge losses. Now let us know whether the risk is increasing for investors investing in SIP as well. SIP, Systematic Investment Plan, has been considered a safe investment strategy till now, but is it always beneficial? 𝐼𝐶 denies this notion. SIP works better when the market is unstable and at low valuation. But when the shares are already expensive, investing in SIP means averaging at a higher price. If you do SIP in mid and small caps till 2025, your returns may be poor, unless you keep it for a very long period. In today's time, SIP is presented as a magical investment plan, which makes it seem that there can be no harm from it. But the truth is that there is risk in SIP too, especially when the market is already expensive. SEP is beneficial only when the prices of shares are low and the market is unstable, which reduces the average price in the long term. But in the current situation when mid and small cap stocks are already at their highest level, investing in SEP means that you are constantly buying expensive stocks. This can have a negative impact on your average returns. Now let's know what is the final warning for investors and what important steps should they take now. If you are sitting with investments in mid and small caps, then this is the time to open your eyes. Huge boom in the market and expensive valuations are not always the right signs. Signs of recession in 2025 have already started appearing. And if steps are not taken in time, then your entire investment may be in danger. So take a wise decision and change your strategy at the right time. Investors should reconsider their strategy and diversify their portfolio. If you have invested only in mid and small caps, then you should now focus on safe options. Always remember that there is no stability in the market, and what is booming today can also fall tomorrow. Therefore, it is important to take the right decision at the right time to keep yourself safe. So friends, in 2025, investors need to take steps very thoughtfully. Avoid just following the crowd and investing in trending stocks. The market always moves in cycles, and what looks expensive today may be cheap tomorrow. So make your strategy with long-term thinking, and if you want to avoid the economic crisis of 2025, do not forget to diversify the investment. Now the question is to you, what do you think about the possible recession of 2025? Have you made any changes in your portfolio? Do give your opinion in the comment below.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.